Good day, students. Today we're going to build an animated app. It's called Android Mash. The challenge that we're going to have today is for the Android sprite. That's the image. It's going to need to move randomly around the screen. We're going to try to smash it with our fingers. And when the sprite is mashed, our app should make a sound. So we're going to get started off building the user interface here. We already have in the template the name. The app has already been named. Remember, we can do it under screen and title. So it is going to be Android Mash. We are going to do some drawing and animated components here. So we're going to need a canvas component, and we want to set the background image to holes. And we got it here. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to add an image sprite. And we're going to put the picture of the Android as our picture for the image sprite. We want to rename it simply Android. Alrighty. We need a couple basic components. I'll probably find them under the media drawer. We need, under the sensors drawer, we need the clock. And under the media, we need sound. We're going to set the sound to Droid MP3. Okay, cool. Make sure you guys get that done. And when you're ready, let's move on to do some block coding. So remember, our challenges is what the sprite should move randomly on the screen. So we want to start off when the screen is initialized. That means when it starts or when the app opens, we want to call the Android sprite to move. So I'm going to call this guy move. And we want it to move. We have a couple parameters. What X value do we want to move to? What Y value? So we want it to be random. So under the math drawer, we're going to find a random integer. And we're going to make it from 1. Actually, we're not going to use 100. We're going to use the width of the canvas. So let's go into the canvas and let's grab canvas dot width. And as you can imagine, we're going to need it for the height too. So we can just duplicate this, put it here, and it'll be canvas height. All right. So when the screen initializes, the Android is immediately going to show up at, or rather the Android sprite is immediately going to show up at a random location. And the next thing we need to do is we need to make sure it animates, it moves. So we're going to be able to use our clock for that. So when the clock timer fires, that means every time it clicks. And just to show you here, for the clock timer, set at 1,000 milliseconds, which is 1 second. So every second, we want our Android to move again. So we can just duplicate this. So every second after the app opens, it's going to move to a random place on the screen. And when our Android is, when we actually are effective in, when we touch it with our finger, when it's touched on the screen, we want it to make a sound. So we will call the sound to play. So this is the first part of our app. When the screen is initialized, the Android is going to move. When the clock timer fires, the Android should also move. And when we touch it, it should play the sound that we have set up for it. So make sure you get that done, and we'll move on to some creative challenges.